Well, hello everyone, and happy Memorial Day weekend. I'm not going to give you a lecture on the true meaning of Memorial Day or the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day and all that stuff. I can tell you this. My relationship with Memorial Day is kind of unique. My father was a veteran, and he had a very tough life. He grew up an orphan largely because his father caused the death of his mother. His really only family was his brother, and why they separate them in foster homes, I have no idea, but they did. He was abused in that foster home that he was in. He ended up running away. Got himself in the military, and he went into the United States Navy when World War II broke out, and he was an engineer for the Navy. As a matter of fact, I've looked him up online. He's actually there with a very elite crew. Now, this crew was a high value target because they facilitated a lot of the things that were going on as the United States made its way through the Pacific. And he was under fire quite a bit. His brother ended up getting into the infantry. And by the end of the war, unfortunately, his brother was killed. And that was something that my father never really recovered from. My father was a very troubled man because of that. And he always said he would never live to see me graduate. It's a little joke. He was an older father. And as it turns out, over Memorial Day weekend in 1983, he passed away. And as a matter of fact, the way it laid out, after that weekend, I went to my dad's funeral in the morning. And that same evening, I went to my commencement. And the one thing I always remember about his death is he said, make sure I get a flag on Memorial Day. After all he'd been through, after all the loss and all the tragedy and all the PTSD that it brought upon him, what meant the most to him in death was that he got his flag on Memorial Day. So let's check out Dad's flag. Well, as you can see, Dad got his flag and he can rest easy for another year. My father absolutely understood the importance of taking military action. Sometimes we have to do it. Winston Churchill said, you better pay attention to this gathering storm in Germany. Other times, well, maybe not so much. We're always in a big hurry to go in here, go in there, go in the other place. I'm going to borrow a concept from the late David Brinkley, who did a commentary one time very similar to this. He basically said the next time we have a politician ranting about let's go in, let's have them come here to a place like this. Among all these flags and all of these fine people on Memorial Day who actually love this country and understand the importance of the sacrifices that have been made for it. Let's have them come here and make their case as to why we have to take military action. And if it can stand up here in a place like this, just maybe, it has merit.